Yeah. Okay. I just feel like no matter what, we're gonna be fine because we have each other.
Yeah.
We've gone through some times than this, girl.
This is the best of the best.
This is the easiest
Yeah,
part.
this is the easy part. We did the hard part. We lived through the manipulation, the emotional exhaustion,
Gaslighting.
the gaslighting, and now we get to
unappreciation.
speak our truth.
So Austin got the he went back to rest up.
Must be nice.
What can you do about something like that? You know?
Get a seat, get a seat, get a seat.
Right.
Ready?
All right, guys.
Okay, here we go. Welcome back to Married at First Sight reunion. Joining me now are the men from Denver for this reunion that is like no other. We have Brennan, Orion, Michael, and Cameron here. Austin, well, we're gonna start without him. He's not feeling well right now. If he can, he'll join us. All right, first of all, we know this season has been different in that we are learning things about how it went down and how you guys might have tried to play the game a little bit. And I also hear that you are unhappy. You feel like the ladies are getting their say, that the ladies are getting to kind of rule the roost so far. Let me say this. It is very hard for us to decipher what is real and what is not. But this is your moment to speak your mind. Just like the ladies got out what they wanted to say, you have the opportunity now to say what you want to say.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you can want to be in a successful marriage and not want to be with someone in a marriage. And I think it's really easy to go back and say, why did the marriage fail? Oh, well, clearly his intentions weren't there. When you don't go through this process with ill intentions, it is way too difficult because there are plenty of other shows out there that you can get away with having ill intentions, right?
Yeah.
But this show is different, and that's why I felt comfortable going through this because I felt like this was free matchmaking. I did not think that this was a reality show where my entire life would be disclosed.
Well, I mean, when you get married, marriage is your life, and you build a family with someone who is your partner for life, and everything goes forward from there. You were not happy with your partner. You were not happy with your match. Do you think you should have been more transparent and honest about that from the beginning?
Absolutely. I think I did myself a disservice. I think the marriage wouldn't have lasted as long as it did had I been fully transparent. I was silent to try to protect the feelings of my partner rather than express my truth. And I think that ultimately hurt me very much in the process, and I think it hurt her in the process as well.
Yeah, no, she's hurt, and that's what you're seeing, the manifestation of that moment. By the way, I do want to give you a second to address that every time you speak. The women are just like, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. How do you respond to that?
Challenge them on their story. Every time you challenge them on their story, it cracks. I mean, you ask Emily, he was so attracted to you. How did he all of a sudden just stop? Oh, I don't know. It must be a him thing. Well, the reality is we kissed one time on the entire honeymoon. So there was no misleading there. It was very difficult for me in those moments because I was forcing myself to do something I didn't want to do. So I would remember that extremely clearly. So there's just this sense of being told things that didn't happen and then their stories just mismatching. And it's like, how can we be lying about that? Like, I know what I did.
You know, Lauren and Orion, their marriage ended early, but at least they lived their, you know, that was their truth. And he was like, this isn't going to work for me. I'm going to get out. I'm moving on.